Hey, what's up everyone? This is C Good. Thank you for joining in because I'm going to share with you my best albums of 2025 so far. Alright, so we are halfway through the year. We're almost towards July, and there are a handful of albums that I have been enjoying and listening to the most for the year 2025. And I'm just going to get to the point why I like these albums, what they sound like, and be sure to document this list because maybe there's some albums that you haven't heard yet or you never got to, and you could go ahead and listen to them and experience it yourself. Also, if you would like to share any albums that you have really enjoyed for this past year, feel free to let me know because I definitely would like to know what you're listening to and I don't want to miss out on good music. And I'm just letting you know that this is not a ranking. This list of albums is not in any order whatsoever, and there are no rules to this list. Alright, enough of me talking, so let's go ahead and get into it. First band I want to mention is called You Infinite with their self-titled album. Okay, so these are some founding members of This Will Destroy You. You have Jeremy Galindo and Raymond Brown. They started This Will Destroy You back in 2005, and they have this side project that's more of a experimental, calm post-rock. You hear a lot of keyboards and a lot of great built-up. For some reason, this is a stress killer album for me. Like, I was stressing a lot during work, and I was listening to this album Relentless, and it definitely helps me to calm my nerves down. Although this is like a pretty cool post-rock album, like I said, it's very soothing. You have some soaring guitar riffs in here that create great build-up. There are some epic tracks in here that I think you enjoy, and if you have not heard this album yet, go ahead and get into it. Next band I want to mention is called 9 Lagoons of Death with their album It Never Seems to End. This is a pretty cool, gnarly doom gaze, black gaze album. Like, everything is very unique about it. I believe I've never heard anything that sounded like this. Very raw, gruesome in the black gaze and doomy way. I think the vocals have that cool era that sounds in the 1990s or early 2000s of like hardcore, post-hardcore, screamo. And I think everything is just pretty badass about this album. I love all the instrumentation. I love the drony sounds, the twangy guitar effects. And if you have not heard this doom gaze band, go ahead and check it out because you're missing out. Next band I want to mention is called Corpus Offal with their self-titled album, Corpus Offal. So spoiler, this is the only death metal album I have in here, although this is some death metal that I really enjoy. It sounds very gruesome, old school, kind of like brutal, old school death metal, but that's the kind of death metal I love. I love something that sounds gross, fat, nasty, those gnarly vocals, instrumentation is on point. I think the guitar hooks sound fucking amazing, and this is kind of like a all-star group. The only member I know is the band member from Cerebral Rot, which is one of my other favorite death metal bands, but if you have not heard this death metal album, check it out because it's killer. Next band I want to mention is called Mogwai with their album, The Bad Fire. I think this is a great album, better than the last one, which came out in 2021. This has a great variety of sounds. You have the droniness to it with its Mogwai vocals. You have that 1990s shoegaze sound to it. You have the electronic trip-hop beats or lo-fi sounds. And I just love their old school post-rock that kind of reminds me of Happy Songs for Happy People, which came out in 2003. But this is a great Mogwai album. Like, all this tracks are great. There's never a dull moment. It's not boring. It's fucking fantastic. And I think this is going to be up there in my top 10 by the end of the year. But if you have not heard this cool post-rock album, go ahead and check it out because it's pretty gnarly. Next band I want to mention is called Saor or Sewer with their new album Amidst the Ruins. This is a pretty badass, atmospheric, pagan, black metal band, and this album is just fucking fantastic. I love all the atmosphere sounds. I love the folky sound to it with the instrumentation, those flute sounds, and also with those harmonic hums that you hear that make it sound very blissful. And I think the instrumentation is fucking on point. Love the blast beats, love the guitar leads, and everything's just great about this black metal album. So be sure to look for it at the end of the year because it might be in my top 10 list. Next band I want to mention is called Planning for Burial with their album It's Closeness, It's Easy. I think it's been like 7 years since Plan for Bureau have came out with the last album, and this is some doom gaze, black gaze, shoegaze, some dark wave, I guess if you could say, or some dark industrial music. Also, I guess you could say it could be a little bit gothic, but the vocals sound pretty cool. Sounds a little bit more different, more on the softer side with like singing melodies. That sounds like an indie rock band, but I think all the black metal guitar riffs sound fucking amazing. The shoegaze in this album sound fucking great. Distorted, lo-fi. You can't go wrong with a Planet for Bureau album, and I think this is up there for the discography. And if you have not heard this album, check it out because you're missing out. Next band I wanted to mention is called Pelican with their album Flickering Resonance. Alright, this is a fucking killer, badass album. This band is supposedly emo, post-stoner, death gaze. But for me, in my opinion, it sounds like post-metal with sludge and post-rock. And it's a fucking fantastic album. I mean, this band is so talented. It's very melodic. A lot of cool guitar riffs, which I fucking enjoy. I love the crunch shit. I love the hardcore breakdowns that has in this album. And I'm not going to spoil it for you. This is a kick-ass, badass, post-metal meets post-rock sludge album, and if you have not heard this album, check it out because it's badass. Next band I want to mention is called Ghost Bath with their album Rose Thorn Necklace. This is a pretty cool atmospheric or depressive black metal album because this album is very unique. It has different kinds of sounds. I feel like it has rock, it has a black gaze, it has black metal, or the DSBM, depressive suicide black metal, and it's really catchy, it's really groovy. I love everything about it. I think the vocals sound on point. The instrumentation is fucking good. They have some pretty cool interludes, at least like 3 of them in this album, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you for this album. You just gotta go check it out, experience, and let me know what you think. Next band I want to mention is called Listless with their self-titled album Listless. This is another depressive black metal band. This is a solo man project. If you know the black metal band, atmospheric black metal band called Liminal Shroud, this is the mastermind to it. This is very dark, sorrow. The emotional guitar riffs are fucking amazing. That's what I love about this album so much. And I feel like it could be a little bit heavier in a slow way compared to Liminal Shroud because they have a lot of blast beats and it's very fast and intense. But this one is just a fucking good, hard, depressive black metal album. And if you have not heard this album yet, go ahead and check it out and experience yourself. Next band I want to mention is called Habak with their album. It's in el español. Es Mil orquídeas en medio del desierto. Sorry if I butchered that in Spanish, but this is a badass post-hardcore meets crust punk, post-rock, hardcore, post-metal. Everything's great about this fucking album. It has it all. I mean, it's super melodic as fuck. It has great instrumentation to it. They have an acoustic track in here that sounds so fucking soothing and calming. Just makes me feel good. And this is just a badass screamo album, in my opinion. Like, it doesn't get as melodic as this. Everything's great about it. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Just go ahead and check it out, experience yourself, and let me know what you think. Next band I want to mention is called To Be Gentle with their album If you are reading this, we are all connected and we all love you. So this is a one-man screamo, scrams, post-hardcore album. Also with Midwestern emo, because you hear a lot of those like guitar leads that sound like math rock, and it's very cool in a hardcore way. And you can tell that the drumming is like a sampler or like a electronic kick. But this whole album is fucking badass. Like, I mean, it's intense, it's melodic as fuck, it's like a roller coaster, and the guy's scream on this album is just fucking gnarly, and I love all the blast beats, the guitar tones to it. It gets fucking loud, gets fast, intense, abrasive, and if you have not heard a screamo album, check it out, because I think it might be the best one for the year. Okay, last band that I want to mention is no surprise, and that is Deafheaven with their album Lonely People with Power. To me, I feel like this is not a Black Gaze album. Maybe there's a couple tracks that sound like Black Gaze, but I'm going to have to say that this sounds like some second wave black metal. You do have a track that has like industrial metal in here as well. There's some pretty cool dark wave or dark shoegaze interludes in here. But this album is just badass. The guitar riffs are pretty cool. The shoegaze guitar riffs are awesome as well. And the blast beats are just fucking amazing. It's a killer fucking album. Now, I'm not going to say this is Deafheaven's best album. It might be in my top 3, but it's fucking good. And if you have not heard his Deafheaven album, go ahead and check it out, and it's going to be a trip. Alright, so that's it for me. Those are the albums that I am enjoying the most for the year of 2025 so far. I didn't have much to say. I just want to get to the point. The list is out there. Go ahead and check these albums out. Experience them yourself. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to comment on your favorite albums of the year so far. Now, I'm not too sure when I'm going to make a video, but until next time, take care, be safe, and peace.